welcome. This Just Yoga video is about appreciation. So as we move on the mat, breathe, stretch, strengthen, hopefully we'll appreciate some of the things that we often take for granted in our everyday life. So welcome, unroll your mat and sit down with me. You don't have to sit in any specific way. Maybe you sit on a chair, but I would love it if you want to join me in nostril breathing, which means you're going to take your hand, and I'm going to do it in a very simple way and try to relax your shoulder, otherwise you'll be tired very quickly. So you can take your right hand up and close off the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Now, if you can't breathe through your nose, just move your hands on your nostrils and just breathe through your mouth. But inhale through the left nostril. Close off both nostrils with pointy finger and thumb. Hold your breath and then lift up your thumb. Exhale through your right nostril. And this will be the one that you inhale in again. Closing the nostrils off, holding your breath. Lifting your pointy finger and exhale. All right, I think you got it now. Inhale here. And then when you're ready, close your eyes and calm your breath with this slow move. See if you can even out your breath. You might be even counting. So 3, 4, 5 on each inhale and exhale, and every time you hold your breath. And the next time you exhale, just let your right hand rest down on the thigh or the knee. Still with your eyes closed, before we start moving, put your mind on your everyday life. The day that might seem boring sometimes. And then think about the things that you have been given and often take for granted. It can be food in your refrigerator, your relationships, your house, the fact that we can just turn on the electricity and get heat or cool down. Appreciation of tap water. Appreciation of your body. Also the things that you don't think particularly is looking particularly great, but just appreciate it anyway. You can see. Maybe appreciate your teeth. I know it sounds a little bit silly, but I mean, there are so many things that we can put our minds on instead of all the things that might be dark or not so fun. And then appreciate your body and your movement. So you might choose to move now, seated, or stretch your legs out if you feel like that is the right thing to do. Make sure you twist your spine, which means your sit bones stay one place. You turn your shoulders to one direction and then the other. Maybe appreciating how this wonderful body of yours can work together. The shoulder works as a team to make your shoulder move in circles. As we find our downward facing dog, your hip is working together, your spine, your foot, everything. And it actually listens to what you're saying, right? So when you think of a posture and you want to move your leg actually moves. Soften your knees and stretch the spine. Move into a plank. Come down on your knees. Take that pointy part of the elbows, point it back towards the toes. Hover down. Don't go too low. Maybe just lift up pretty fast or pretty quickly into your up dog. And then back into your down dog. So we just want a little bit of movement in our arms, but not too much. Again to plank. On your knees. Look in front of your fingers. Pointy part of the elbows back, lower just a bit down, and then lift through the palm of the hand there up to your up dog and move back into downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Going into plank. Knees down like a plank on knees. Lower just down just a little bit, maybe going a little bit lower than the first couple of times. Lift up. Up dog where your hip is somewhat lower down. Use your core, move your hip up and back into down dog. Coming to the front of the mat and fold forward. And maybe you sigh out. Sway from side to side with the knees bended somewhat. We're really going to appreciate movement. So I'll take you through a sequence that we're going to repeat a few times, and that will basically be it with a few stretches in the end. So reach up to mountain pose. Ground the feet down into the floor. And then bring your hands out to the side, draw a big circle. And lean towards your right side for a side stretch. So you take your arms up overhead. Move your hip a little bit towards your left side. Coming up again. Finding chair pose. Arms aligned with the ears. You can sit low or higher. Bring the arms back. Gauging the back of the shoulder without arching the back. And as you bring your arms to the front, again, fold forward. Right leg, you lift it up, maybe hold it there for a bit. Going slow the first time, but you might open up your hip. And bring the right foot back, heel off. Gaze to the front. We're going to go into high lunge. Take off, so you bring your arms towards the sky. Twisting. So your right hand is going to be moving out towards your left side. Going to be slow the first time. Still warming up. Please keep the navel in somewhat. Release it. Bring your arms up. And then you're going to go for a balance. That's going to be half moon. So you bring your hands down. The foot that is at the back is going to be lifted up into the air. You're going to turn the toes out towards your right side. And maybe if you can hold your balance, you take your right hand up against towards the ceiling. So this would be a traditional half moon. Just gaze on the floor when you have seen what you need to see. Warrior two, which means that the foot that we had elevated is going to be lower down at the back of the mat. Toes still pointing out to that side. Coming into warrior two. Knee over ankle, front knee, and arms out aligned with the floor. So we're going to keep the arms steady, but move the core back for a back bend. So I feel like I'm flying here. One way and the other way. And just because this is new, let's do it one more time. Going back. Maybe the shoulders tuck slightly back. Navel in, so the core is involved in this movement. From warrior two, you're going to find plank. So windmill the arms around, take the back heel off before you step the front foot to meet the back foot. On toes and knees, lower down. Maybe just hovering your chest over the floor before you lift off into up dog or cobra, down dog. To the front, walk or jump. Fold forward. Gonna repeat the sequence on the other side. Navel in as you rise up with those circle arms, side stretch to your left side with your arms. I know if you're familiar with yoga, you might want to move faster immediately, but just breathe and enjoy the maybe to you simple moves here. Chair pose. Straight spine, lean slightly forward. And then you bring your arms back to the front. Align them with the floor before you hinge forward with the hip. Reaching your hands down. Left leg lifted up. Before we did a bit of movement here in the hip. So you might do this on this side as well. And then lower the foot down. Gaze to the front and just adjust the distance here between your feet. You might go wider, you might go shorter on the long end of the mat with the distance. Reach up into high lunge. Aware that you can tuck the tailbone a little bit underneath yourself. Engage the core to make that happen. And then twisting to your right side. Bringing yourself back into high lunge before we find half moon, that balance pose. So hands down, back foot a little bit closer. That might be the easier choice at least. And then you bring your left foot, toes pointing out to the left side. So we're opening up the hip, stacking the hip bones. And maybe your left hand comes off as well. One more big breath and lift up the left leg if you're used to this. Keep the toes pointing in the same direction as you lower down the foot, warrior two. And maybe take a look at your spine. I see a lot of people doing the warrior two like this. So keep the spine directly up like something like a tree up towards the sky, right? And then we're trying to keep the arms here, maybe leaning forward this time. Navel in. Slowly coming up. Keep the front leg still bended as you go back. And by now you probably know if there are some of these postures that you don't feel comfortable in. Just appreciate what you feel comfortable in. And then don't do the things that you feel like is not working for you. Okay. Listen and appreciate what input your body, the signals, is sending to your mind. And maybe one of those that you don't do is that plank to low plank. But I tend to like it, so I like to do it. Go from plank to low plank. Lifting up, up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Stay in down dog just for a few breaths. You can also pause in child's pose if you feel like it. Let's repeat this sequence, jumping and walking to the front. Fold forward. High mountain, arms up overhead. Lean towards your right side with your arms. Coming back to center. Hip back, chair pose. Keep the core in, bring your arms back. Bring your arms to the front. And then you might extend your legs and slowly reach your hands down. Right leg up, point it back before you get the toes tucked down for that runner's posture that we're going to lift ourselves into. That's where the back heel is off. Twisting. Bring yourself to your left side. Maybe you want to go a little bit deeper. You can bring the right hand on the outer edge of the knee of the leg for an open twist. Bring it back, high lunge. Half moon, that balance posture. So fingers down, lift up your right leg, toes pointing out to the right side. Right hand up. Appreciate your ability to breathe. Release, lower down the right foot at the back of the mat. Warrior two. Just one time to the front and one time back. Keep the arms where they are. Your core is going to go forward. And back. Windmill the back arm around. Again, plank to low plank. Back heel off. Inhale. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down dog. One breath in down dog. You might sigh out. To the front. Fold forward. Reach up. And lean to your left side. Bring yourself back, high mountain. Hip back, chair pose. Knees pointing directly forward. Bring your arms back. And again to the front. And extend the legs somewhat as you reach forward, fingers down. Left leg up, kick it back. Reach the arms up overhead. Twisting towards your right side. Coming back to high lunge. A lot of balance when we transition from one posture to the other. And then our half moon thing. So left leg out. And I'm guiding you more quickly into the postures now because maybe you are familiar with them. Now mindful of your right knee. Bend it as you slowly descend. Bring the left foot back, warrior two. Spine straight, navel in, lean to the front. I bring my hand here to the outer edge of the thigh. Coming up and moving back. Windmill the arms around. Heel back, heel off. Plank. Low plank. Cobra up dog. Child's pose or down dog. I'm just going to show child's pose. Now your spine is working a lot in this sequence that I've created. Your spine is your core, keeping you upright. So maybe just appreciation of the spine, all those muscles, ligaments holding your spine upright. If you're in child's pose, please make your way into downward facing dog so we can just do this sequence one last time on each side. To the front. Fold forward. Just picturing your spine here, all the vertebrae, the discs in between, the cushion there, stabilizing, lifting up, arms up, side stretch to your right side, back to center, chair pose, bring your hands back to the front. And it's up to you if you want to go a little bit deeper, do this sequence a little bit more like going it all in on it, or going a little bit easier. Forward fold. Right leg up. Tuck the toes. Bend the front knee, high lunge. But remember to breathe, twisting to your left side, so opening up. Letting go. Hands up overhead, half moon. Bring the hands down, right leg off, toes pointing out without crossing the legs. And right hand up. If you want a balance challenge, you might choose to take the left hand off again, so just hovering the fingers over. Ooh. But you might want to bring the fingers down as you bring the right leg, foot down to warrior two. Now the spine is supported by the belly and everything. And that's why we want to keep the core in as we lean forward to support the movement of the spine. Keep the leg, frontal knee bended as you lean back. And the Vinyasa, as it is called, the plank, to low plank or just directly to down dog. One breath in down dog. To the front. Almost there. Fold forward. Reach up and really come up, being tall here towards the sky. And go to your left side. Appreciation of all the moves here that your body can do. Sit down from that high mountain into your chair. Bring the arms back. And even if I don't cue it, just move. You know the postures by now. Bring your hands to the front and go forward. Left leg up and back. Gaze to the front to stabilize your balance as you rise your hands up. Shoulders back, twisting to your right side. high lunge again. Half moon on this side, so the back leg once again comes off. Open up the hip, toes pointing out. Left hand towards the sky, and again, gaze on the floor. If you want to challenge, take the right hand off, hovering over the floor. Coming down to warrior two. Core in, leaning forward. Coming back, you're going to do some nice stretch for the spine, the glutes at the end of this video. And then last of these vinyasa, plank to low plank on your exhale. Typically cobra or up dog, and then your down dog. Gonna do a pigeon pose, and I'm not gonna stay in our stretches for 3 to 4 minutes, so it will be a little bit quicker. You can always pause the video. That's the benefit of doing home yoga, right? So take your right leg and put the shin on the mat. Instead of lifting the shin and move it forward, pull the back foot or the back leg further back. Please point the toes so your knee has a little bit more room to move. And maybe you stay up here, or maybe you come down. Maybe if you have knee issues, if you're good here, just stay in that posture. But if your knees are saying, please don't put me into that posture, go for your pigeon pose here with your right leg out to the side. How about appreciating the seasons in nature? I don't know if you have 4 seasons. We have here in Denmark. And I don't appreciate winter particularly much. But maybe there are elements of winter time, as it is now, that I can still appreciate. And we're going to do pigeon pose on the other side. So if you're on your back, just switch legs. If you're with me here on the floor, push through your hands, the back foot. I like my down dog to shake any tiredness off. And then we're going to do pigeon pose on the other side. So your left shin there. And don't push your left and right side to do exactly the same. They might not be able to do so. And of course, the more the shin can be aligned with the short end of the mat, the more open your hip would be and the deeper the stretch would be. I have been traveling quite a lot in my life. Been to Africa and Asia. And I've seen a lot of poverty around the world. So just appreciating that we have roads that we can drive on, a car that we can get into, and paved roads that take us somewhat easily from one end of the country to the other. Public transportation, bikes. Let's not take that for granted. And as we get out of this posture, you might just sit down on your left sitting bone like that, just kind of roll out, and then bring your leg to the top of your mat. I'm going to show you plow pose today. So again, it might not be good for you if you have neck issues or just don't feel like it today. Just sit with your legs forward. Plow pose is actually this pose, just resting on your back. So like this, and if you don't want to stretch on your hamstrings, just put your hands underneath your knee joint there to soften a little bit. If you want to do plow pose, please take a look before you do it. I want you to keep your neck still, okay? Don't want you to move your neck as we rest on our neck. So you're going to put your hip up like I do here. Extend your leg if that feels good. And maybe your toes can reach down. Oh, my legs are a little bit sore today. But if your toes can reach, don't worry. You can either hold on to your lower back or just grab your hands to reach the floor. And you're welcome to join me. Keep your eyes closed. I will tell you when to get out of it. Relax your shoulders. Now our muscles can be sore if we have been working out either in the garden or biking or jogging or whatever. So again, that might take, your body can't do the same if it's sore from whatever you have been doing. Right, let's get out of this posture. So close your eyes, don't move your neck. Just bend your knees if you're in plow pose, so hold on to your hip as you slowly roll your vertebrae down on the floor. Feet down, knees bended. If you were seated, just come down with me like this on the floor. Windshield wiper your legs from left to right for a moment. I think it's important when we talk about appreciation or even gratitude that it's not said in the sense that we should feel guilty, right? Of course, we should give to people who have less. Of course. But I'm not sharing all these things so we can beat up ourselves for actually having such a, at least in the developed countries, such a comfortable life. But let's instead appreciate it, because we're so good at focusing on the bad things, on the things that doesn't work. We're good at criticizing instead of appreciation. So if you're ready to appreciate a bit of rest, come down. And just 1 minute of resting on the floor, feet a little bit apart, hands on the floor, pinky finger towards the thigh. Rest your face, your eyes, and maybe open your mouth a little bit. And appreciate that your body hopefully can rest. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think about anything particularly. Just breathe. Be quiet for a moment. And then bring your thoughts back to just one of the many things, or one thing that you came up with, but one of the things that you specifically just that spoke to you, that you appreciated extra. Bring your awareness, attention to that. And you can keep that in mind as you move your fingers and toes and ankles and wrists. Prepare your body for a seat. And then slowly come up. You're not in a rush. And it would be so lovely if you would want to write in the YouTube comment down here what you specifically thought of and appreciated today. So share that, because it makes me appreciate you and what you wrote, and can also be encouraging to all the others watching this video. So please type some stuff in there, what you appreciated today. From my heart to yours, I appreciate it that you joined this class, and have a blessed day.